Hello, it's episode 13 of the Brink of Sanity. I'm Jay, and with me is Bry.
AKA Negator. Yes, episode 13. Very special episode. Big news. Lots of announcements coming your way.
It was so special we decided to have no guests for it.
That's right.
It was too special for them. We'll have them back next week.
We said email us and tell us if you want a guest, and we got no emails, so we're not having any guests.
And we also said that in our minds.
Yes.
We told no one. We told nothing.
But because we got through 12 episodes, we decided that we were going to get big time now, and Jay, why don't you tell everybody the big news?
I delved into the world of, what do you call
HTML.
it? HTML. And I made some pretty sweet forums. So go there, sign up, join the fun that is going on in our forums. It's
We officially have a home.
We do. There's a full website to follow. I couldn't learn all this shit in the span of a week, but I think I did a pretty good job on what we got there. So check out brinkofsanityshow.com/forum. I will have the rest of the website up in the next week or two. I just got to figure out how to do that. But
I don't think you need the /forum, do you?
yeah, you do, because if you don't have the /forum, it goes to my trial forum, which has nothing there, and it stinks.
Oh,
so
okay.
Don't go there. So brinkofsanityshow.com/forum, and we got every single episode there, including the ones that we said we were going to ban. But there is a warning there, so we warned you.
You could download them, and you could leave comments about them.
Mm-hmm.
There's all kinds of different categories there. You can rant. You could ask us questions. You could leave comments for our guest hosts and ideas and all that stuff. Even if there's even a forum for plugs. So if you have some dopey website of your own that you want everybody to know about, you could put your shit in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll probably delete it because it's probably stupid. But America, freedom of speech, will let you at least post it.
Mm-hmm. We got a section for every guest host. Some of them have their own stuff going on, so I got their links, a picture of everyone. If you want to know what all these guest hosts look like, I'm sure everyone will probably just click on Randy because she's a girl and ignore everyone else. But that's what it's there for. So take a look, and a bunch of other stuff. So I made a
Everybody loves message boards, so get your fat asses on the computer after you listen to the show or while you're listening to the show. Pop in that website, register. Don't forget to vote for us tomorrow at podcastdaily.com, and get cracking on the message boards, and let's interact.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty good thing once a bunch of people register. We didn't officially announce it till just now, and we already have about a dozen members. So, it's a good start.
I'm sick and tired of all these off-the-record emails that I get about the show with comments and questions and all that stuff.
Well, now it's official.
Your shit talked about, you got to get this on the record. You got to either email the show or get on the message boards or email us at our new... that's right, we also have a new email address.
We do.
Jay@brinkofsanityshow.com and Bry@brinkofsanityshow.com.
Or Negator@brinkofsanityshow.com.
That's right, Negator, my new alias, my new alter ego.
Negator.
Yes, and you could see the new business card that a new listener of ours had designed and gave to me.
Our first awesome fan feedback. I posted those in the
Thank you very much.
general show talk section. We have Negator business cards.
Yes.
And, I got to say, they're pretty hilarious.
I laughed out loud when I saw it. I was very impressed. She asked me if anything needed to be changed, and I was like, she put a lot of effort in. She emailed me in the morning with all these weird terms and was like it says I don't have it in front of me. It says I negativize or something like that on there.
Yep, I negativize your thought waves.
She had all these definitions of these words I never even knew were real words and going on, and I was like, wow, you have more free time at work than I do. And then an hour later, she's like, here, look what I made. I was like, sweet.
I think you should really use those. They're pretty awesome.
I got to start handing them out, yeah.
So thank you for that. And
thank you, BJ.
We appreciate any input we can get.
Yes.
We might have a new guest host next week, or we might have an old one. going to be, that's what the guest host section's for. If you particularly liked somebody
Or dislike somebody. It's funnier when you dislike somebody.
It is. So, the people with the least amount of negative votes will have back on, I guess.
Yes. The Brink of BrinkofSanityShow.com/forum.
Correct.
So,
and
that's the big news.
That's pretty big news. I spent a lot of time on the forum, so
yep.
Hopefully it gets used. Last part of panhandling before we get into the show. Podcast Alley voting resets tomorrow. If you're listening,
May 1st.
It's May 1st, so it gets reset May 1st. So please vote on there as close to the 1st as you can get, because we do get a lot of new listeners when we move up in the standings on there. We did pretty good this month as far as the voting goes. That's why I decided to actually put in some effort and make these forums. So, the more input we get from you guys, the more output you get from us. It's a win-win situation.
The more effort you get.
Mm-hmm.
So we could just sit here and be miserable and, half-ass it.
Oh, if you think the show stinks now, it could get a lot worse.
Oh, it could get a lot worse, definitely.
I mean,
I could start drinking again on Wednesdays.
Yeah, Bri actually stopped drinking for the show. And I started drinking for the show. So, we could just reverse that and have the show stink again.
Yep.
I think the me sober, you drunk combo was not working out too well.
I could black out again and then have to listen to the show to hear what I actually said.
AKA episode 3.
A couple of those moments, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I was going to... We all know... I'm just going to get right into it. We all know that, everyone coming into this country not knowing the language, and not being able to function in normal society is like ruining the whole country and stuff, right? We don't have to go through that.
Among other things, ruining the country, but yes.
Yeah, we don't have to go through that whole rant, though, right? That's.
I think that's common knowledge,
right?
At this point, yeah.
I came into a personal experience with that yesterday, though, so I thought I would share it with you.
All right.
I decided to completely destroy my body and go to White Castle, and.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because you're an Adonis. I forgot.
Yeah, exactly. My hourglass figure just, But anyway, there was this guy behind me in line, and
you didn't see Harold and Kumar there, did you?
No, they're at Guantanamo Bay now. They moved on.
That's a whole other rant. I won't start on that.
Yeah, that's another one of those like enough said bullshits.
All right, so you're at White Castle.
This guy behind me. It's a good thing I didn't work there, because that would have been my last day working there. I would totally have gotten fired. This guy walks up, doesn't know any English. He points to the picture of the thing he wants. It's like a 4-hamburger meal. So the girl behind the counter goes, "Do you want that with cheese?" And he just like stares at her and points at the picture again. So she goes, "Con queso?" The guy was Spanish. And he just stares at her and then like points at the sign again. And I'm just like, if I was working there, I would have been like, well, what the fuck language do you speak?
Is it possible he was deaf?
No, he was hearing. He was definitely hearing, because, he was like reacting like, I don't know. When I called him a fucking idiot, he turned around. But he didn't understand con queso, and he was Spanish. So I don't know what the fuck planet he lived on.
How do you know he was Spanish?
You can tell a Mexican when you see one. Short, brown.
Brazilian, speak Portuguese.
Well, they speak Spanish, right?
Who?
The short, brown, greasy people.
No, not all of them, no.
I'm telling you, he was Spanish. I live in, like, a very Spanish neighborhood.
Obviously, he didn't speak Spanish. He didn't know con queso or whatever the fuck.
No, he's an idiot. He's Spanish.
You should have said omelette du fromage.
Omelette du fromage. He doesn't speak French.
How do you know? He might be a fag.
Yeah, it's true. He would have pulled a croissant out of his pocket.
Yeah.
So then finally the girl just rang up a cheeseburger, And she's like, all right, that's 5:38. And he like shook his head and like just stood there. And she's like, but give me money. And he just like said, see, and he just stood there again. And she's like, but it's 5:38 and I need you to pay me. And then finally he just like, I guess out of boredom reached into his wallet to get money, but he didn't even like realize that you have to like pay for things before you get them. And it took all of my willpower to not just like start choking this guy. Complete.
You ever going to the cast?
Exactly. I'm never going there again. And then it was just me and him in there, and he got his food, and I was there first online. And I'm like, all right, well, maybe because I got something
A
different.
lot of food.
I got 6 cheeseburgers instead of 4, so maybe mine took longer to make or something. I don't know. But I'm standing there.
It's only one microwave.
Yeah, there's only one microwave, and everyone who works there is retarded, I guess. And so it's just me there now because he got his food and he left. And I'm standing there like, 5 minutes goes by, 10 minutes goes by, and they're like, "You didn't get your order yet?" And I was like looking around, like with my hands up in the air, like, would I still be here if I got my order yet? And
I like the atmosphere. I stick around.
Yeah.
Cheeseburger, but stay for the atmosphere and the fun.
I thought you looked like fun, and I wanted to hang out with you guys, and maybe learn the ropes, and get a job, join the team. So I'm just like, no, I didn't get my fucking food, and then I realized I'm the only one in the place. So they have one order, and they didn't make one order. So I don't know. There was 4 people working, and I don't know what they were doing. But apparently, all the cook person looked over at the person at the cash register and said, "You didn't make his stuff." And she goes, "No, I'm working the cash register." And I just started cracking up. I'm like, well, the cook person thought the cash register person was supposed to make foods. I don't know what the cook person thought she was supposed to be doing, but I'm never going there ever, ever, ever again. Besides, the burgers made me barf.
Till the next time.
Till tomorrow.
Till the next time you're hungry.
Yeah, I don't like cooking. I gotta find something else that makes me vomit, though.
I can honestly say I've never been in a White Castle.
It's hell.
The only time I've ever actually eaten White Castle is that time when I was down visiting you and we went to the drive-thru. I've never actually been in one. I never even heard of it until that time I was up there. I didn't know that they were. I should pay more attention to the Beastie Boys songs when I listen, but I didn't know they were like these mini kid burgers or sandwiches or whatever they are.
Yeah, I mean, when you're drunk, the idea of getting 12 burgers is just awesome. And paying $5. But 10 minutes after you eat them, then you're like, well, that was the worst idea I've ever had. I don't think I'll do that ever again.
No, it's either that or Taco Bell. Either one of those are pretty bad ideas. So
no, I will defend Taco Bell. I'm definitely a Taco Bell junkie.
Late night drunk, you got to hit the diners. Sit at the counter. If
You
you're
know
in
what?
Connecticut, you go to the Gold Rock Diner in West Hartford. You sit at the counter, and you say hi to Tommy for me. Tell him Brian says hi.
I actually did that last week. I ordered big breakfast. Big breakfast
Nice.
at 2 in the morning is awesome.
Nice. Bacon, egg, and cheese on a hard roll with French fries and a water, please, Tommy.
Oh, I got the
Sit
whole.
at the counter. Sit at the counter. You get served faster. Oh yeah.
I was wasted. I got scrambled eggs, hash, sausage, toast. It was a whole mess of food over there. Pretty.
Starting to get hungry. I'm starving. I am so fucking fat. It is unbelievable. I'm just growing out of my stomach. I'm so lazy. I don't eat that much anymore, but I don't do anything. I just come over to work and I just plop down, and I'm such a fat fuck. And it's almost summer, and I gotta get ready for beach season and bathing suit season, and I'm just a fat blob. I just have no motivation to even try to get skinnier.
I'm not even going to put that upon other people. I'm staying away.
I'm going to Vegas at the end of June, and I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll sit by the pool or something, and I'm like, I am a fat fuck. I'm not going anywhere near a pool or anywhere with my shirt off.
Ever
Which I
since,
don't really care about that, but I don't, whatever. But like, I don't want strange people, all the hot people in Vegas looking at me like, who's this freak with the big fucking beard and the gut?
yeah, I know what you mean, man. Ever since I sprained my ankle, everything's been downhill. I can fit into like one business outfit and one casual outfit, and that I just wear that until the weekend, and then throw it in the wash. I can't fit into anything else. It's ridiculous.
And I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, ugh, I have such a like, I need a hobby. I need something.
I just got in the mail a Pilates DVD. I heard that works.
It
I
sucks like that I moved from the town that I used to live in because there's a nice walking trail that all last summer I used to walk, but it's like now if I want to go over there, I got to drive like 10 minutes and like get on the highway, and it's like, yeah, I'll do it once and I'll never go again. And it's like, I need a hobby. Hey, speaking of Harold and Kumar, here's a stupid trailer for their movie. Uh, I need like I wish I used to play hockey. That used to keep me in shape. And I used to get all my aggression out because I used to just take my stick and smash people in the back of the head with it.
Well, same with me in basketball. I would just smack people when they were going up for layups, but I can't play anymore.
I need a pool so I could swim. That's a good exercise. I'd like to just swim every day.
Yeah, I live in the city. There's no pools for me.
I need one of those they're like one person pools. They're like a little bigger than a bathtub, but they're like 5 feet deep. And it just shoots water at you, and it simulates swimming. You're like swimming, but you don't go anywhere.
Was that what like the athletes used to just like rehab?
Yeah. I need to get one of those.
I wouldn't mind get one of those myself.
I don't think I have any room for it though.
I got a Pilates DVD. I heard that works. I don't know if that makes me some kind of fag or not, but
Kind of, yeah.
a little bit, a little gay.
A little bit.
All right. Well,
I should take a yoga class, although that's not going to get my fat ass in shape. But it was. I remember I took yoga in college, and it was kind of cool. I was like the only straight guy in the class, which made it interesting. But
yeah, that might be gayer than Pilates, actually.
yoga, no way. There's nothing gay about yoga. Yoga was fun. I had that was like the most relaxed quarter I had when I was in there. This hot girl used to come in every day. We used to share a mat. And then class ended, and I never got her number. Story of my life.
I've heard a lot of stories like that, probably.
Yeah.
Actually, usually ends up with you getting smacked.
I only got smacked once.
Well,
Well,
during spring break where everyone else was getting laid, and you got a black
that's
eye
right. I
from
did get a black eye from a minor because she spilled her drink on me. That fucking whore.
Tell the story.
I don't even remember the whole story. It's been so long now, but I remember that I was walking around the bar and there was this girl that was obvious, like blatantly not 21, and she bumped into me and poured her drink spilled all over me, and she was like, "You spilled your drink. You spilled my drink," and I was like, "So?" She's like, "So you owe me a drink." I was like, "Oh, is that how that works?" I'm not sure that's how that works because. By that logic, you owe me a shirt because now I have a drink on my shirt. So she's screaming at me saying that she was gonna, I owed her a drink, and I said, "Listen, I'm not buying you a drink. First of all, I don't even think you're 21. I'll give you $4 for a drink, but I'm not buying you a drink. I'm not going to jail." So we argued back and forth, and then I said, "Okay, my friend's got a tab. I'll go find him," which was true because you had a tab, and I had to go find you.
Back in the days where I had a tab for everything I went to. It's amazing.
We did rack up $100 tab between the two of us that one night.
Sure did. And on $4 drinks, too.
Yeah, that was fun. Hold on, I got a burp. Excuse me. We could edit that out. We won't, though.
We won't. I'll take it out.
What was the next part of the, where was I? I lost my train of thought.
And then she punched you in the face.
Oh, yeah, so I left her, and I found you, and I was talking to you, and then I saw her, and she was like, "Where's my drink?" And I said, "I can't find my friend. I don't know where he is." And then she got some, biker guy after me. Oh, no, she hit me. I ran into her again at some point, and she said something, and then I said something, and she accused me of spitting at her, or slurring my speech, so I spit. She's like, "Don't spit on me," and she hit me, and I just extended my arms to push her away, and I was like, "Don't fucking touch me," And then she was like, "Don't push me," and she came and she hit me again. And she was like just wailing on me, and I was just standing there. I don't know what was going on. And so she runs off, and then Jay comes over, and I'm talking to him, and he's like, "Dude, what happened to your eye?" I was like, "What do you mean?" It's like, "Your eye, it's all black and blue." I said, "Oh, well, yeah, that girl hit me, but she didn't hit me in the eye." It's like, "You're gonna have a black eye." No, I'm not gonna have a black eye. And then she comes back with this big biker guy. He wasn't a bouncer, he was just a biker, just some guy hanging around trying to get laid, probably.
He's probably like 35, hanging out at
Trying
school.
to, get me all scared. And I was like, listen, here's the problem. I was like, this girl's not 21. I'm not buying her a drink. Fuck that.
You always turn into a lawyer whenever you get drunk.
I was like, fuck that. I'm not buying no fucking dumb cunt a drink so I can, get arrested in Panama City and all that. And I was like, listen, I offered to give her the money. She didn't want it. And then she was with some friends, and I offered to give one of her friends money for a drink. He didn't want it. So I was like, look, she hit me. Look, I got a bruise. I got a big mark on my head. I was like, just keep this crazy bitch away from me. He's like, listen, I don't care if it's this girl or China or somebody else. You don't put your hands on women. I was like, listen, when someone's wailing on me, I'm going to defend myself by extending my arms to get her away from me. Because she was like a midget. She was like 3 feet tall. So her arms were only like 16 inches long, probably. So I was like, just keep this crazy bitch away from me for the rest of the night. He's like, all right, I will. And she's yelling at me, like, behind him, like, kick his ass, what an asshole. And he was like, will you just shut the fuck up while I deal with this? And so then the rest of the night, like, I would see her, and every time she saw me, she would yell, this guy's the biggest dickhead in the bar, blah, 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 blah. So we went home, long story short, long story longer. We went back to the hotel, and sure enough, I had a black eye. And that was Sunday night of our Saturday to Saturday trip. So I ended up having a whole week in Panama City with half of a black eye. And there's a funny picture of me that we'll have to post of me laying on the bed with a big bag of ice over my face.
I'll put that on the Libsyn site.
Yeah. So that was the only time except for, that's the only time I've ever got beat up or hit by a girl, not including my girlfriend who used to hit me all the time. Because she hit me like 200 times.
All the time.
But that doesn't really count.
Yeah, if that counted, then we'd be up at the hundreds. She was a violent woman.
Yeah, she had some alcohol problems and aggression problems, sexual problems.
What do you call it when you aren't loyal?
You'd call her a woman.
or that.
That should get the message boards flowing here.
Mm-hmm. That's what we do. We try and say something to piss you off, and then you could go on the forums. And,
right. Negator strikes again. Dun, dun, dun.
My friend Matt was in 7-Eleven, and there was a girl in front of him, and she was buying like a dozen roses or something weird, and he was trying to hit on her, and I don't know what he said, but she turned around like kind of like nice, like she was gonna have a nice conversation with him. She goes, "Oh, what's your name?" And he goes, "Matt." And she takes the roses and smacks him across the face with it and goes, "That's for being an asshole." And one of the roses like flew out the front door, and I fell. I had to sit on the floor and laugh. Like I had to let customers go past me because I don't know what he said, but
Is that Boston or New York?
That was in Boston.
I don't remember that. I must not have been around for that one.
No, you weren't. It was just me and him at like 3 a.m. at a 7-Eleven. I was buying like a brownie or something, and he was buying, I don't know what the hell he was doing, but yeah, he got bashed in the face with a bunch of flowers. And then we went outside, and some like drunk guy was like, "Are you the guy who got hit with those flowers?" Hey, one of them flew out the door and hit me in the leg. Ridiculous. So apparently I know more than one guy who gets beat up by women, which is,
Yep.
I don't think it's necessarily a good thing, but it's definitely a funny thing.
It was funny at the time. And I tried to explain to people that I got elbowed in the face while dancing too close to people for the week. Like anybody believed me.
Yeah, most people flail their arms really quick when they're dancing.
I was like, oh, I was dancing and somebody elbowed me. I had my head down and I got elbowed in the face. Just randomly under my eye here.
It's a believable story if people don't know how aggravating you are.
Yeah.
But if people know you, they're like, bullshit, what'd you say?
Right.
What did you do, Negator?
That's all right. I wasn't getting laid that week anyway.
Yeah, that's a normal week.
Yeah. Not the week that the sun didn't come out till like Friday. That was the first one, right?
That was like every time we ever tried to do anything like outdoors. And, friggin' monsoon all week. No, that was the one where I got sun poisoning in 2.5 hours.
Yeah, that's the end of the week.
Right. Oh, yeah, the sun didn't come out for 4 days. It finally came out, and I got sun poisoning.
That was the trip where you took a picture of the sunset. Somebody yelled up something. What did they say to you?
We had a waterfront.
We had a balcony at the, facing the water. We were right on the beach. Our balcony faced the ocean, and like there was a sunset one night. So Jay went out with his camera and took a picture of it.
And it was all quiet. It wasn't even a loud camera. It was just like, chick, like that. And I hear from like 4 floors below, fag. It was like, great. That's just, we had so many things go wrong that vacation. It was like, well, I guess...
I'm starting to think that I don't have good luck with vacations. Remember the Mexico trip?
Yeah.
I had a close call down there too. Remember we were walking through the pool with the camera, and those girls accused me of taking pictures underwater of them.
But I had an underwater camera, and
I hadn't taken it was a disposable underwater camera that I hadn't taken a picture of yet.
But here's the thing: we were both like walking, and the water was shallow, so we were kind of just walking through the water. And
it was like a wave
camera in front of him, and he was pushing it every time it he'd push it like 3 feet ahead, and then he'd catch up to it, and he'd push it again.
And we were throwing it back and forth.
Yeah,
we were just around with it, and I only had it because we were going to be in the pool all day, and I didn't want to take a real camera in case something came up. So and of course we followed these group of girls because we thought that we were going to go talk to them. We didn't. And then like at one point they just turn around and they're like, "We know what you're doing." And I was like, "What am I doing?" They're like, "I know what you're doing with the camera." I was like, "Oh, give me a fucking break." They're like, "Yeah, walking around taking pictures with the camera." And I was like, "Oh, fuck you. Get over yourself."
It was the ugly one that said it too, and we're like, "Don't flatter yourself. We don't want."
Well, then they had
any
these guys, and these guys got mouthy, and I was like, "Look, you could have the fucking camera if you want."
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, what if we just take the camera and break it?" And we're like, "Well, there's no pictures on it, so go fucking nuts."
I wanted to start a fight with him. I wanted to say, "Hey, how much did you assholes spend on your vacation?" Because mine was free. I won it from a radio station. So if we get into a fight and we both get thrown out, you're going to be out a shitload of money, and I'm just going to laugh all the way home.
And mine was free because I won it. And I didn't even bring a passport or visa, and I still got into the country. So.
And then it gave me a good idea. I wanted to start taking pictures of girls underwater, but there wasn't anybody really around that day.
Well, then everyone had their eyes on us after that scene, so then we couldn't do that.
And then there was the girl that tried to make fun of me with because I had my huge beard in Mexico.
Right, yeah.
And that girl was, you should shave your beard off and you'll have a big white patch on your face. I was like, oh wow, that's really funny and creative. I've never heard that before. Yeah, that's what you should do, man. If you didn't have that beard, your face would be really white.
Like the rest of your body?
Yeah, because I'm Caucasian. That's kind of weird. Yeah, imagine that.
The funny thing is, neither of us even thought of taking pictures of girls underwater. I don't know how we didn't think of that, but we honestly didn't even think of that.
I know. You would think somebody like me would have thought of that.
Those girls thought that they weren't gross and that we would want to do that.
Yeah.
How did we get off on that tangent? Wow, that was...
Well, I was talking about bad vacations and how I have bad luck. And I was in Montreal 2 years ago wearing my red shiny shirt. And we were coming home I was walking with 2 of my friends. We were coming from the club. Now, I went 3 years ago, wore the red shiny shirt. It was fine. The next year I went, I wore the shirt we went to a strip club and none of this bar. And we were coming home from the bar. And these guys were just driving up next to me, like honking their horn, like threatening me and like screaming at me from their car.
What'd you
Like what?
What'd you do?
I didn't do it. Like no, just because I had the shirt on, they were calling me like a fag and stuff. So these guys pull up right next to me. This guy's hanging out of his car, and he's like, "Hey, man, can I talk to you for a second?" And I was like, "What?" And I'm just bomb drunk. I'm just like, "What?" And I'm like, still walking, and they're like driving slow. Like, come here. And I was like, "Fuck you, what?" They're like, "That's a cool shirt, man. Where'd you get it?" And I was like, "What? This shirt?" He was like, "Yeah, where'd you get it?" And I go, "Your mom made it for me. Fuck you." And I started walking away. And these guys, I was like, the next morning I was like, I could have been killed. I was walking with two guys that were like 20 feet ahead of me because I stopped to pander to these guys.
Oh man.
It was, and then we're walking through like the gay district and like people are honking at me, and I was just like, never so happy to get back to my hotel room. I didn't realize how close to death I was.
So those
These
guys were
like 2 miles down the street. They were like right next to me the whole time, like saying shit to me, and I just kept saying, "Fuck you, fuck you." Your mom made this shirt for me
because you weren't wearing the standard pajama shirt that everyone wears outside now.
Right.
So everyone who goes out now, I know I'm probably like making fun of half our listeners, but they wear the friggin' pajama shirt, which like, if you go to like a friggin' Macy's and you go to pajama section, that's what everyone's wearing out now. It's why? It's ridiculous. Stop it. Wear a normal shirt. Don't wear the blue striped button down flannel pajama shirt. It's not flannel, but
I don't know what you're talking about. Probably because I haven't gone out in so long.
Yeah, if you go out, everyone's got the same shit on.
Yeah.
I stopped going out too. I stopped watching sports too. I quit sports. Totally.
I was asking about the basketball playoffs, but I guess you have no.
Last night was it. I'm done. Last night was the worst game I've ever seen in my life, and I'm totally done with basketball. It was
Season.
One
Until the Knicks get to 25 wins.
Yeah, no, I'm friggin' done. One team, every time the ball got near them, they would just fall on the ground, and the refs would call a foul on the other team. Like they weren't even touched; they just like grabbed.
What team was that? What game was this?
San Antonio, Phoenix.
Oh, fuck both of them.
San Antonio would just get the ball and just fall at foul on Phoenix.
Why can't Alex be on tonight? I want to talk. Wait, was it Alex or Joe? Whoever.
Alex is in a major depression right now because, as big of a Phoenix fan as I am, I think Alex might even be a bigger Denver fan.
Oh yeah, they got the floor mopped with them by the Lakers.
The only swept team in the entire playoffs, and so Alex is not on the show tonight because
when you get beat by a team with a rapist, you're not a good team.
Yeah, exactly. He is just not dealing with the public right now.
No, who was the one that we were watching the Ranger game? That was Billy, I think.
That was Billy.
How his precious Rangers are getting their asses handed to them by the Penguins.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, 3-0 down.
That's the first game, right?
No, they're down 3-0.
See, I stopped watching sports. I don't even... Maybe that's why Billy's not on the show this week.
Probably.
See, that's part of my point. Sports are just nothing but misery. And there's no point in watching them. So, I'm done. Basketball is like, if you can just like fall down and win games like that, then, I don't want to watch that. Baseball is like boring as fuck. I want to hear somebody's argument as to what the point of watching baseball is because I think that it's just the most boring fucking thing ever. And hockey, I can't even find on TV anymore.
It's on Versus. I'm watching it right now.
See, you got to go kind of like
Versus. The reason I hate basketball is because, okay, it's 2008. Okay, go back to 1980 and count how many different teams have won the title in 28 years. I think it's 7.
No, you're right. You're right. Well, it's because
the Spurs, the Lakers, the Bulls, the Rockets, the Celtics,
and the
Pistons, and Miami once. I think that's it.
And you said Lakers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it since like 1985 or something like that.
Yeah,
I think if you include the 76ers, then we could go back to like 1982.
yeah. And I mean, so like, what's the point of watching basketball if the same five teams are going to win? And I
Well,
hate all of them anyway.
the Spurs win every other year, and apparently all they do is just fall down, and that
The
works.
Spurs, when the Spurs won their first title in '99 or '98 or whatever year it was, they're the first team since like 1985 not to repeat as champions.
Yeah, but then they won every other year for the next decade, so I guess it's all right.
Basketball's not a sport; it's a fucking nothing.
Neither is baseball.
I think I've figured out how to solve the gas problem with
Oh,
gas being expensive.
last point on sports. I'm a Giants fan, and they won the Super Bowl. They're not going to top that because they beat the 16-0 Patriots. So there's no point in me watching football. So that's every sport done.
Well, there is another thing that's for some reason is considered a sport that I was tying into being able to solve the world's gas problem with gas being $4 a gallon now. If we just eliminated NASCAR and all car racing, I think we'd save a lot of gas.
That is true.
We'd probably get back to like 250 gas.
That is true. I don't know why anybody wants.
I have a little deck here that faces a street, and I could just watch cars go by all the time. I don't need to.
I could see a highway from my apartment too. If I go on my roof, to watch that. I mean, I think there's a left-hand turn somewhere over there.
The best line, it's the episode where in The Simpsons when Ned Flanders' wife dies, when they go to the car, they're doing a nature walk, and they come up across a NASCAR track, and they're all like ready to go in, and Lisa's like, "Wait a minute, we're on the nature walk," and Homer goes, "Lisa, we could take a nature walk anytime. This is our chance to see cars driving." That sums it up perfectly.
Yeah, I don't get. I'll never understand that. Like I don't understand baseball, but I really don't understand race car driving. It's okay.
Wow.
So I saw this in the news, and I just wanted to go over this because I think it's worthy. It's a person from Oregon. It's a transgendered man who used to be a woman.
It's just the guy who's pregnant.
Yeah. I think once you're a woman, you're always a woman. I don't care if you can grow a beard or, attach I don't know what they do to make a penis out of a vagina, but you're a woman. Like, I refuse to call people like that men. Like, if you're a woman, you're a woman, and vice versa. Just because a guy wears a dress, I'm not going to call her ma'am, and I'm certainly not going to, feel comfortable with them going into, the opposite person's bathroom, These people are just insane. Like, how do people not just be like, listen, you're fucking crazy and stop it? How is this acceptable?
Because doctors make money off it. It's all about money. People make money off of it.
I realize doctors make money, but everyone else just says, "Oh, that's fine." This guy wants to cut off his penis and wear a dress, and that's we're not going to call him crazy and throw stones at him. That's fine.
No, because you get all those man haters that say, "Yo, you don't want to be a man. Get rid of your penis anyway." People are too accepting of stupid things.
And it says the guy's name is Beatty, legally a male, lives with his wife. So now the government is actually recognizing this woman as a man. I just don't get it. And he's pregnant, which means he's not a man. And I'm getting I can't even read the story. I'm so fired up about this one.
Everybody knows about it anyway. I don't think you really need to read it.
Yeah, you know the whole story. It was a guy.
Well, I actually don't. I know just that there's a man who used to be a woman who's pregnant. That's all I know, and that's all I really care to know about it.
It's a woman who started taking testosterone to become a man, I guess, and got pregnant. She he,
I'm against kids anyway, so like the last thing I really need to hear is that another freak is having a kid. I mean, that's all we need in this world. Got enough stupid people who are reproducing.
why should this maniac be allowed to have a kid? So this person had sex reassignment, whatever the fuck that is, and chest reconstruction, which I guess is removing whatever sort of breasts she had.
That
But
right there should be illegal, but
yeah, but kept reproductive rights. So somebody asked, "How does it feel to be a pregnant man?" He's not. She's not a man. So it doesn't. These people are just egging them on, and I don't know.
hopefully, like when he goes into labor, like the baby comes out through his urethra and really just fucking tears him a new one.
Seriously, this baby should not. They shouldn't be allowed to have kids being that insane. This person should be locked up in a straitjacket and be like just in an asylum the rest of his life. This is
I get yelled at work all the time because like when I hear like stories in the news or like celebrities that I don't like or whatever, I always say like really bad things should happen to them, like publicly, like take for instance like shit, I can't even think of a good example. But I just say that like bad things should happen to people.
Matthew
Like,
McConaughey.
no, not even God. I don't have like a specific rant. I mean, I hate him, but I don't hate him for one specific reason. Like, okay, like those cunts from that show, The Hills. You know those? I don't even know what all their names are. There's like
Never seen the show. I
there's like
couldn't.
10,000 of them, but like they should like be in a car like on TV that goes off a bridge, and they should all drown, and we should all get to like see it live on TV. Like, because certain people just need to be made examples of and set an example that if you're going to be this stupid, that's going to happen to you. Like I say it at work all the time because they'll talk about like, you know, whatever, and I say like he should have his throat slashed in front of everybody on national TV, like, you know, and they say well, that's a little harsh, but you know, you got to set a precedent here that we're not going to take this shit anymore.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
You know, if you're going to be, you know, if you're going to be Chad Kroger of Nickelback, you should have your larynx torn out by like a crazed gorilla or something.
It's
Because
not
your
that I
music
want
is
him to
terrible.
die. I just don't want him to be alive anymore.
No, but I mean, like, if you're going to be like a stupid, bad musician who makes cheesy, dumbed down music for mass consumption that has no artistic value or merit or anything, you should really just be like, you should be dime bagged. You should be on stage, and someone should come up, put a gun on the side of your head, and just blow you away while you're playing your guitar.
I think once a year, they should make like a government agency for this, and they should come up to your house and be like, "What's your point?" And you should give them a point for you existing. And if you don't have a point, goodbye.
Oh, yeah. It's harsh, but that's what desperate times call for desperate measures. You need to set extreme examples so that people won't do it anymore.
Exactly. Stop making nonsense. Stop being a waste.
Like, if you want to be that person on TV who has septuplets or whatever, they should take your ovaries and inflate them with, like, helium and make a big balloon animal and pop it with a couple of safety pins.
Mm-hmm. And if you want to get a sex change,
you don't need seven fucking kids in your family that all look alike.
Exactly. That's way too many. 3 kids, max. Preferably 0, but, knock it off with these 14 kids. And
like, if you want to go see Larry the Cable Guy at his show, like, they should lock the doors and just, like, start pumping rat poison into the place so that everybody just drops dead.
No, right?
And that'll teach you not to go see Larry the Cable Guy.
No, right inside the doors to the theater, bottomless pit. That's it.
Well, eventually, it wouldn't be bottomless because all the people that go would start making a bottom, and pretty soon people would just be walking in and going to see him.
Well, by then he'll probably have a sequel out.
The point is that you need to set extreme measures to stop the insanity.
Speaking of stop the insanity, isn't that bald dyke that makes those videos?
What bald? Who?
Wasn't there an infomercial where this bald
Oh
guy
yeah, Susan
screaming?
Powder, whatever her name is. Yeah.
Yes. She's one of them. She's part of the problem. You actually knew her name. That's awesome.
Not very good with pop culture like that.
That's amazing. I know nothing. If it's not in a cartoon or a comic book, I have no idea. And they say ignorance is bliss, and I think so.
Oh, it's not.
No?
No. Well, maybe I'm not ignorant. I don't know. I'm not in bliss. I know that.
Well, you wouldn't be Negator if you weren't bliss.
I'm in agony.
Oh, we didn't say the name of the Libsyn site tonight, so
All right.
now the Brink of Sanity.libsyn.com. That's where we're going to have the picture of Bry with his black eye tonight. In the next...
Don't forget, brinkofsanityshow.com/forum. Sign up. Post your messages. Tell us who should die a very public and gruesome death.
Yeah, don't, you have to sign up, so don't, get all freaked out. It's just making a username and password. I do that so we don't get,
Don't use the name Jason, because we're going to change it, and we're going to make you a big racist.
Yeah, we already got a Joker, signing up on my name. Very funny. So, do that. And our new email address is j@brinkofsanityshow.com and bry@brinkofsanityshow.com. There will be a website, brinkofsanityshow.com, in the next, I'm going to say 2 weeks, because I have no idea how to do web design, and I'm teaching myself right now, so I don't think 1 week is enough time. But I got the forums, and they're looking good, so you can mess around on there until the rest of the site goes up. So brinkofsanityshow.com/forum. And, hang out there, and there's, if you play Xbox, there's,
Video
part...
gamers should all be shot.
Part where
That's somebody who needs an extreme example to be made of.
Yeah.
Video game losers.
Just minding your own business, playing a game, that's bad. Not going out there annoying everyone.
You're annoying me by doing it.
Am I?
Yes.
I'm playing a game right now, and you don't even know.
I know you're playing a game right now.
I'm on level 9. You don't even know.
The only acceptable game to play is the Burger King game.
And I almost bought those for you, and I was going to give them to you on your birthday, but then I realized you don't have Xbox, so you'd never be able to play them.
I'd buy an Xbox if I had the King game. That's all I would do with my life.
There's 4 of them. I was going to buy you all 4 of them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I like the new King, the Robot King. He's the best. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with him, but I am. I love how creepy he is.
He is a creep. I think my favorite one was when he was playing football. That one was awesome. Bry was actually... we did our SantaCon episode back in the beginning, and we have a picture up on the Libsyn site of Bry as Burger King Santa. Sweet. I think we'll eventually move all those pictures into the website somewhere. I'll probably make a photo gallery section. That's the other thing. If anybody has anything anything they want to be added into the website, any sections, photo gallery section or something else, email me suggestions, because the site's still being made, so you can have some input as to what's actually on there. So yeah, I'll have I'll have a bunch of shit. Just think of more shit. How's that?
Just get your lazy ass involved.
Exactly. We need more feedback emails and stuff, because we
stop watching Dances with the Stars and get on our fucking message board.
We were getting a lot of emails for a while, and they stopped. I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
I think we were pretty cordial to the emailers too. No? You don't think
I thought so, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't really, destroy anybody who emailed us.
No.
Temptation was there, but I think we thanked everyone who emailed. That was
handled it with class and maturity,
which is a rarity with us. So
yeah,
got to appreciate that. That's
Yes,
a lot
definitely.
there. And we also have a voicemail line, which is on the Libsyn site. So if you want to
And
leave,
it's also on Negator's business card,
that's
which
right.
I don't have in front of me.
Oh, it is. I didn't even notice it was on.
Yeah, she put the number on there.
Oh, sweet. All
Yeah.
right. So if you go to the forums and you look up Negator's business card, you'll have our voicemail number on there. So you can leave a message, preferably drunk, because those always make for funnier
Hi,
messages.
this is Nikki. Leave a message.
And if you said you were going to make us a theme song and you didn't, then make it.
You're a liar if you didn't.
Right. You're a thief and a crook and a liar. And stop it. Get in the studio. And now you not only have to make a theme song, you have to make a negative song. So I hope you're in the studio right now recording.
That's right. Get to work.
Get to work, you filthy
So
animal.
I read last week. This just popped into my head. I don't know why.
Okay.
I read last week that girl from Transformers was voted world's sexiest woman or whatever. I'm not sure I agree with that.
Well, considering I saw Transformers and I still can't picture her in my head, she obviously didn't leave a big impression.
She's all right. She's cute, but she's a little too. I don't know. I think there's hotter chicks out there than her.
Watch Attack of the Show on G4 TV.
I still haven't watched that.
That's the hottest girl. That girl is just out of control. Can't even function when that show's on. Which
See
is
when that's on.
7 to 8, Monday through Friday.
Oh.
Eastern.
Why'd you tell me that an hour ago?
Well, we started recording halfway through the show.
Oh, it's on at 10.
Huh?
It's on at 10. I'm gonna record it.
It records at 10?
Yeah.
Oh.
Check this whore out.
Well, now I got something to do with 10 o'clock, too.
That's right.
Yeah, that was the show that our guest host from 2 episodes ago, Billy, was on. Or was it last 2 episodes? Yeah, 2 episodes ago.
Two, yeah.
And he is busy with all his photo shoots and press conferences and killing himself because of the Rangers this week. So we do want to have him on again before he's too big of a celebrity. I'll work on that. But there's there's a link to his video that got 1 million hits.
I still haven't watched it yet.
1 million goddamn hits.
It's easier for me to sit here and criticize it because I haven't seen it. So I can make fun of him for not seeing it. Because I could just assume that it's not funny and then just make fun of him for it. And then if I watch it and I end up liking it, then I can't make fun of him. So
that is true. I'm not going to say anything bad about the video. It was well done.
I'm sure it probably is. But it's just funnier for me not to watch it so I could say it sucks.
I have videos that don't have 1 million hits, though, and I think they should. But, you win some and you lose some, right?
I guess.
Meaning other people win some and we lose all the rest.
Don't lump me into your YouTube fantasy.
What have you won? What have you
nonsense.
won, Mr. Knocked Out on spring break?
Fucking self-help fucking bullshit fucking...
Quote
We're
any
all
movie you
fucked up
want.
in that.
I don't care. You haven't won shit.
I haven't won shit?
Well, you do own property, I guess, but,
I won a trip to Mexico. What'd you win?
a trip to Mexico.
Because I couldn't find anybody else to go.
You couldn't get a girl to go to Mexico for free for a week.
Yeah. Everybody knew my sinister plan.
That's what happens when you look like Castro and you try and get people to go to a foreign country.
Hey, nothing wrong with Castro. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta look up a picture and put it on my MySpace page. Glad you said that. Gonna do that when I'm done here.
Yeah, we have MySpace pages. We're not going to give them out, so don't even look for them.
Nope.
And we have,
I'm gonna add you anyway.
if you want to buy Brink of Sanity T-shirts, just design them and produce
Sell them.
and produce them, and then sell them, and then ship them to yourself, and then then you have them. So, we need We need somebody to come up with like a logo or something. Brink of
Yep.
Sanity show logo, because I'm making the front page, and we don't have anything really. We
That's a
don't
good
have.
idea.
And Bri, you have to hang out sometime so we can take a picture.
Yes,
For
sir.
we have to do a photo shoot. We have,
Ooh,
we have to be like Billy and do a professional photo shoot.
get the red carpet going.
hmm So we got to do that soon. Get that up on the website. So that's what we're gonna do. Anyway,
Cool.
um, usual voting shit.
Don't forget to vote.
Couple more announcements. We are going to do a bonus drunk episode soon. Um,
We need to
I'm.
do a shroom show. We need to both do mushrooms and do a show.
We can do that too.
I don't have any mushrooms, so.
Neither do I, but
Well, speaking of that, before we get off topic, I would just like to say thank you and rest in peace, Albert Hoffman. He was the guy who created LSD, and he died this week. Thank you very
really.
much, and rest in peace. 102, he died.
Wow. So
I think that was his first name. Yeah.
that proves that it's some healthy stuff.
Yeah.
He lived longer than the guy who invented beer,
Yep.
and the guy who invented whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a bonus drunk episode coming up soon. I don't know if you're down with the Bri, but I was thinking not this Friday, but next Friday.
Maybe. Sure.
And I was thinking webcams.
I'd have to dig my webcam out, see if it still works, but
I just ordered one on eBay, and it's a pretty kick-ass webcam. So
the one I have is a piece of shit.
I was thinking of doing a drunk webcam episode, and with hilarity. And when just to clarify, when Brian and I promise a drunk episode, it's not like we're gonna have a drink and do a show. We're talking like slurry, blacked out insanity.
Drunk before we get started.
Yeah, we're gonna be wasted before it even starts. We're not gonna remember shit by the end of the episode. We're gonna have to listen to the episode to find out what happened during the episode. So if we do one, it's gonna be a complete insane mess. So, what do you guys think of that? Is that something somebody wants to see, or is that just too depressing and disturbing?
It could be funny.
I think it would be hilarious, but
I'd have to go out and have a few scorpion bowls and then come home and do it.
I'll buy a bottle of Captain and go to
And
town.
drink when I get back.
So if somebody wants to see that, send emails or post on the forums. Actually, do everything through the forums now. I don't want
Yeah.
an email from you guys. Put it all on the forums.
I've got one more personal ad I need to get out here while I still have a chance. Today is April 30th. If you live in Connecticut and want to go see Christopher Titus this weekend, May 2nd, 3rd, or 4th, email me on the forum. I'm trying to go and I have no one to go with. I'm pissed because I want to go see him.
Titus.
Yeah.
If I was in Connecticut, I'd see Titus.
He's playing at this little dive comedy club in a mall.
Really?
Yeah.
How the mighty have fallen.
Yeah, yeah. And then
Brilliant.
in 2 weeks, Mitch Fattel's coming, and I want to go see him. So if anybody wants to see Mitch Fattel or Christopher Titus, get at me quick.
Have you seen him live before?
No, I haven't.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
So good. Yeah.
I like him. He's funny.
Oh, he's live. He's ridiculous. I definitely recommend it. Next time you come to the city, we'll go to this comedy club. It's like free admission.
Caroline's?
No, it's called the Comedy Cellar, and
Oh, I know. Yeah, I've heard of that.
they have like 7 comics every night, and they're all like, it would be Mitch Fattel, Jim Norton, pretty much the whole cast of like Tough Crowd.
Yeah.
You get to see them all in one night and like for free, like DC Benny.
They're all trying out their new stuff.
Yeah, but that's
Days and
fine.
stuff, yeah.
It's usually hilarious. Last time I was at Ray Romano, just walks in, does an hour set. It's ridiculous. So I recommend you come out on a Thursday and we do that up. That would be, you know what? We should do that. You should come out. We go to the comedy show, come home, do a drunk episode. That's what I think. You don't sound too enthusiastic about that idea.
That'd be interesting. I'd have to find some time to a Thursday and a Friday to come down. I'll work on it.
I mean, you can work Thursday. Just take off Friday.
Yeah. No, I know. That's what I meant. Have to find a week that works.
You don't do shit at work anyway. Just don't go.
I got an important job now.
No, you don't.
I'm the bookkeeper, and no one else knows how to do it except for me.
Good. Then they could wait for you to do it when you get back on Monday.
I keep fucking up. I accidentally stamped a check. Checks come in from insurance companies for our clients, and I take them and I I sign them over, deposit them to our account, and then write new checks for our clients after we take our fee and stuff out. And I accidentally took a check for $14,000 for somebody, and I stamped a copy, so the bank won't take it now.
Oh no!
So now we have to get the insurance company to write another check and all this nonsense. And
They must have been.
the guy's waiting for his money, and it's just what an asshole.
They must have been really happy about that.
Yeah. Oopsie.
Yeah, it happens. Fuck it.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'd like to thank everyone for listening tonight.
Yep, lucky number 13.
Yep. We'll be back next week. And hopefully we'll have some more announcements about website happenings and whatnot.
We'll be hearing from some of you people by then.
Yeah, we need more feedback. Like I said, the show gets better the more feedback we get. We got more stuff to feed off of, and we can bitch all night if you want, but it helps.
If you guys want to hear what you want to hear, then you tell us what you want to hear.
Just pick a topic, throw it out. We'll bitch about it.
Yep.
So we'll be back next Wednesday.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yeah, Wednesday. And depending on how many votes we get or not, depends on if we do a shitty show or not. Right? No?
Right.
Right. All right. So, thanks for listening again. brinkofsanityshow.com/forum. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.